Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Curled Up with a Jigsaw by Randall. So we have irregular 6x6 Sudoku rules. That has a specific meaning. It means that in each row, each column, and each bold outlined region, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. So you can think about it as instead of having our normal 2x3 boxes, we instead still have 6 regions of 6 cells, but they're irregular, sometimes called Jigsaw, hence the name of the puzzle. And so in each of these bold outline regions, we are placing 1 to 6 once each. There's just one more rule, which is this thermometer. Honestly, we can just say the circle is smaller than the line. So whatever this is, it is smaller than this digit. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, with jigsaws like this, irregulars like this, you want to look for geometric deductions. So you want to look at the shapes of these grids. So for example, one thing we know is that this digit here and this digit here are the same digit. Why do I know that? Well, whatever ends up in this green digit here must end up in this column somewhere because the column has every digit, but it can't repeat in its region. So the only place we can put it is there. You can think of it backwards too. Whatever goes here must end up in this region somewhere, but it can't repeat in the column, so it has to go there. However you want to think about it. So sometimes we can just color and end up with everything colored, and then we can fill in digits. So this green is actually sitting in a really nice spot for this region. Where does green go in the region? Well, it can't repeat in the row. It can't repeat in the column, so it has to go there. And then let's see. Green ends up in one of these two cells. So so where does green go in this region? Because these two say not here, and then the pointing greens here say not here. So it's actually one of these two. It could be the 3. For some reason I was going to say it can't be 3, but there's no reason it can't be 3. We know it's not 2 and it's not 5 and it's not 6. So actually if it's not 2, 5, 6, it's also not 1. So it's not 1, 2, 5, 6 or 4. So actually it must be 3. Oh, okay. And that tells us most of what we need to know. So let me show you why. Green, I'm going to fill in 1 through 6 and that should make it a little bit clearer. We have a red 1 in green, right? It sees this 1. So none of the greens can be 1 because they're all the same digit. We also have this 2 looking at this green, so they can't be 2. We have a 4 looking at green, so they can't be 4. We have a 5 looking at green, so they can't be 5. And then we have this 6 looking at green, so they end up being 3. So we can make this, we don't need to actually call it green anymore because it's called 3. And so now there should be 2 more 3s to place in these 2 rows, and they're not in these columns. Okay, so they end up like this, and I don't know if the thermo is going to tell us or something else, but we can't quite resolve that yet. All right, so what's next? Well, okay, so we have 3 in one of these 2, but this 1, I guess here's another like little geometric tip here. These 2 digits are the same as these 2 digits, right? Because whatever these 2 are, they need to go in the row somewhere, and they're not going to repeat in the region. So they end up over here, and we know what they are. They're the 1 and the 3. So we don't have to call it purple. We can just call it 1, 3. And so now this is a triple, which may be helpful. So I'm just going to write it out. 2, 4, 5. That's not 5. That's not 2. Meaning this is the pair of digits that's remaining, the 1, 6 pair. This is a triple. Just 2, 4, 5. That's not 4. That's not 2. Okay, where does 2 go in this region? One of these 2. So if 2 is in one of these 2 in the region, I could corner mark it. I might get confused by that though. So we're just going to remember that. So that means this cannot be 2, which places the 2 here. Right? If this was 2, there'd be nowhere to put 2 in this little backward C-shaped region. This is 1, 4, 5. No, 1, 5, 6. And this 1 is in the same region, so those can't be 1. So that's our 1, that's our 6, that's our 1, that's our 3, that's our 1, placing our 3. So the thermo wasn't needed for the 3. We'll see what ends up needed for. I want to see how much I can get done without using the thermo. I think that might be fun. It may be faster to use the thermo, but what do I need here? I need 2, 5, 6. So we know this is 2, 5. We know this is 2, 6. I guess this is, and this sees a 5, 6 pair. So that's our 2, that's our 6, that's our 5. Giving us 4 and 5 here. This is, let's see, for the column we need 1, 2, 4. This sees 1, 2. So this is a 4, this is a 5. All right. And so this is 1, 2. This 1 tells us that's 2 and 1. These 3 digits are the 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm just seeing the 5 up here. So this is also 4, 5, 6. See, can I do anything else? Oh, we needed a 2 in one of these two, and I did not corner mark it, so I forgot. But that's our 2, that's our 4, that's our 2, giving us the 6 here. So we have 4, 5, 5, 6. This is a 1, and these are not 5, so these are 4, 6. And so because of the thermo, that's going to resolve the rest of it. So we need 4 and 6. The 4 is on the smaller end. So that's 4, 6, that's 5, 6, that's 5, 4, and we're done. All right, nice irregular there, Randall. Yeah, it seems like you could ignore the thermo until the very end. I'm wondering if there was some logic we could have done earlier, but I suspected it was there because of some like final deadly pattern we had to resolve. So I just wanted to see if that was true. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.